Hello, my name is Ollie Hughes from a Pure Natural SMP. I don't really like to talk about it too much, but I'm actually an SMP veteran of over 10 years. And today we are going to talk about how and why you should keep your head shaven for SMP. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is actually one of my most frequently asked questions. Basically, before going for SMP, potential clients will always ask me, if I go for SMP, am I able to keep my hair at a sort of 1, maybe a 0.5? And quite simply, the answer is no. Now, to prove this point, I've actually been growing my hair for a few days, around 4 days, which is about as long as I can bear before I just feel it looks ridiculous. So, as you can see, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see there, but you start to really be able to see this horseshoe shape. Let's see if you can get a better angle this side. Now, you can clearly see the difference in texture between where my hair has SMP here and where my hair is growing here. Now, a client who is post SMP and keeping their hair too long may ask, can we go darker? Because they think that the solution is to just go darker with the pigment to try and get it to catch up with the hair that they have here. Now that's a false economy. Really, you just need to keep your hair short, because however dark you make this area, the textures are always going to be different. So especially in certain lights, it's always going to look slightly off. So I'm going to show you how I shave personally and give you some other options. Okay, so this is usually something I would obviously do in the shower, but to spare you from seeing my dad bod and to spare me from being cancelled, I'm going to use this washing up basin. So essentially I wet shave, and like many of you, it was something that I was unsure of in the first place. People often ask me, isn't it long-winded? You need shaving foam. Aren't you going to cut your skin? People tell me that they have sensitive, irritable skin. Well, I have that as well. I have very, very sensitive skin. The thing is, what you start to realize is that these modern razors are so well equipped to deal with sensitive skin, especially this one, which I use. Now, other brands are available, but I use this Gillette Skin Guard Sensitive. Now these have so many guards on the blades and moisturizing strips, it's honestly pretty much impossible to cut yourself or irritate your skin. I'm also going to show you the method I use to avoid irritation as well. Now, it's not absolutely necessary to use a wet razor. If you don't want to use a wet razor, then maybe a skull shaver, they're a good option because you don't have to make sure you're in the bathroom. They suck up your hair. You could be sitting watching TV while you're doing that. Or at the very most, a good quality detailer or trimmer, which is going to get it very short. But realistically, it's only guys who haven't lost a whole lot of hair that would be suitable for. So first, I'm just going to shave half of my head to show you the difference in the contrast and exactly why it's going to look so much better. So again, you know, people ask me, do you need shaving foam? Not really. I use shower gel. Here I've literally just got some hand soap. So you just need to soak your head a little, get some water on your razor. That's going to activate the moisturizing strips, and it's literally as simple as this. Now what I do is I go down the grain. That way you're going to avoid irritation. I don't even have a mirror here. All right, granted, I don't have much hair, so difficult to get it wrong. Make sure you're holding your ears down as the barber does. And again, you can go side onto the grain, but obviously if you're hacking against the grain, you're potentially going to cause some irritation. So okay, so hopefully now you'll be able to see what I mean. So you can see here, it's a seamless blend now. And here, it just looks untidy, unblended. and it's making the top look too light. Excuse some of the skin pigmentation I have on the top of my scalp. That's not my practitioner's fault, but you can see what I mean. The fact that the hair is now short at the sides. So it's important to remember that the hair that I've got at length here is still probably less than what is considered a 0.5. So yeah, even if you're asking for those sort of grades, you really can't keep it that long if you're going to go for the shaven look. As I said, there are some exceptions. I'll use some examples which I will add to the video here. Guys with a bit more coverage on top can sometimes get away with a little bit more growth. Again, if you want to use a good trimmer, then you can have a small amount of stubble, but still probably not this much. So yeah, I hope that makes sense, guys. Again, consider wet shaving. It really is very, very easy, very safe, and yeah, generally a lot more straightforward than you might have thought. So I hope that's given you some better ideas about how to shave your head, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.